it is necessary to stand up to a bully. And if you don't, they'll just keep coming back for more.
We were attacked. Like you're at war when you get attacked. We got attacked.
Yeah, those are fighting words from Canadian leaders after the collapse of trade talks with the U.S. You're looking live here. This is that international bridge in Michigan. It's a key crossing for trade between our two countries. The U.S. just hit Canada with 50% tariffs on some $20 billion worth of goods. And Canada says it will respond dollar for dollar in kind. NewsNation Washington correspondent Cory Smith is live at the White House for us. Cory, costs are about to go up on a whole range of goods. How did we get to this point?
Yeah, Markie, you're right. Look, a week ago today, things were looking positive. President Trump delayed these tariffs, saying that a deal was close to being finalized. Sound familiar? Ultimately, weeks of intense negotiations collapsed. That led to an escalating trade war with our neighbors to the north. Who's to blame? Depends on who you ask. The president says Canada is imposing discriminatory tariffs on the United States and wanting special treatment. He posted this on Truth Social. Canada wants the benefits of being a state without being one. They've also charged our great farmers for many years massive amounts of tariffs. No more. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, for his part, says the U.S. moved the goalposts at the last minute, from everything to promoting Canadian content on streaming platforms to English, French language on packaging. Here's the Prime Minister.
In recent days, the United States proposed new terms that were uneconomic, unfair, and undermined the net benefits for Canada and called into question the reliability of any deal. In short, they asked too much and they offered too little.
All right, so let's lay out the terms of this economic war. The U.S. imposing 50% tariffs on Canadian dairy, wine, furniture, hockey sticks, cement, timber, and other building materials. All in all, about $20 billion in goods. Canada's retaliatory tariffs are scheduled to go into effect on September 8th. If a deal can't be salvaged, they would apply to things like steel and aluminum, ag products, electronics, and paper. In an interview Sunday, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said it is foolish of Canada to think it can go to war with the U.S. and win. Markie?
Cory Smith live at the White House. Thank you. Joining me now, I have Barry Appleton, co-director and distinguished senior fellow at the Center for International Law at New York Law School, and he's also managing partner of Appleton and Associates International Lawyers. Barry, a pleasure to have you this morning. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me, Markie. Let's see if we can figure this out.
Let's see if we can make any sense of what's going on here. I know that you advised Ontario's Cabinet Committee on North American Free Trade during NAFTA negotiations. What's your take on how the United States and Canada reached this point?
What we really have is a gigantic marital breakdown. You are watching the dishes being thrown at the wall and the vases being smashed. There has never been a time like this, because the two markets are so interdependent and our supply chains are deeply run and our energy connections are so important that we've never actually had to contemplate something like this. So we're in new territory.
I know that Canada is, saying that a lot of these last-minute sticking points in this deal, those were non-negotiables for them, and it was a deal breaker. There was a provision that would have put limits on the trade deals Canada was able to seek with other nations. Why would the Trump administration try to shoehorn that in at the 11th hour, and how would that have benefited Americans?
Well, two things. First of all, Canada had already agreed in the earlier USMCA to a provision that limited what Canada could do with non-market economies. So that really means China. So there already was a limit on what Canada could get. So it's understandable that the administration thought they could push that and to get into other areas, such as perhaps AI in the digital world. Maybe it's going to be about critical minerals. The U.S. obviously wants to get alignment with its policies, and it doesn't want to use any of its neighbors as transshipment. So I understand the why. The question is the when. Doing something like that is normally something you do earlier rather than at the end. And it was clear that there were concessions on both sides, and it was clear that there was the terms of a deal. What the Canadians are saying now is that they had a deal, but the terms that came back weren't what they were expecting, so they got angry and walked.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.